stands alone at the side of the road, playing his guitar, his songs on load, strumming an incredible tune, lost to traffic noise. An array of beautiful chords he deploys. A tuneful old fella, surrounded by color. Someone's son, someone's father, someone's brother. Suitcase on the roadside, he's been on the low side for what seems like a lifetime. Maybe today's gonna be the right time. A tuneful old fella, surrounded by color.
Good evening! It is just me tonight, but I am here. People waving as they drive by, brings a tear to his eye. How are we? I hope we are well. We're just waiting for some people to come in. I can see Emma Watts is there. So what I'll do, without further ado, we got this big bugger to do tonight, whilst we chat about life and everything. Well, thank you very much, Emma. I love it as well. He's been on the low side for what seems like a lifetime. Maybe today's gonna be the right time. Might as well just crack straight into it, shall we? No crappy paper bags here tonight. Box has gone flying, which is the way it should be. Stickers. I have to kind of work out where my center of my camera is. It's there, which is surprisingly nowhere near the camera, which is very odd. The paper bags suck, Lisa. They absolutely suck. But hey, who am I to say whether or not you should like them? Hey! He does. On the wind. That's enough of that. Just a bit of an intro song there. From the one, the only, the menacing Big Papa Cloud. Oh man, jet lag are great. Is a new one out? The Japan. Part 3 or whatever. Because so far the new game's been okay. But they are great. And also, it's a new one. Okay. We got Emma in the chat going, what is he talking about? Jet lag? She talking about jet lag? Well, good evening. If you are new to the channel, click the like button, double tap the middle of the screen just to like, if you would like, if you're watching vertically. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My name is Ben. This is the Lego Hulkbuster, and whilst we build this, we will talk about anything you would like to talk about in the chat. It doesn't have to be Lego related. It could be life related. It could be telling me what you did for Christmas. And we will just have a good old chin wag. That is what this is all about. Having a bit of fun, enjoying ourselves, and having a chat. But I'm here. You're here. Evening all, Dreadeye upstairs, setting everything up, ready to start our veggie seeds next week. Isn't it a bit early for that, Julie? Is it a bit early to start cultivating veggie seeds? By the way, if you want to get involved in the chat, you have to have been subscribed for at least 5 minutes. That's just a thing we do to try and at least slow down the trolls. But sometimes it doesn't slow them down. But how has everybody's week been? What have you been up to this week? I've not been on because I was supposed to come on last night, but I had a bit of a medical. I had a seizure. I had a seizure a couple of hours before I was meant to go live and start doing this. So, I decided it was time to not do it, and we should probably relax. So the first thing we're building here is Bruce Banner. Why is my stuff here? Okay, this is weird. I'm going to move my mouse. Okay. You're working tomorrow, but you're coming near the end of your contract, are you not, Lisa? You're getting very close to the end. So very soon you will be moving into a new position or a new job, and it's exciting. I think it's always exciting New starts, new beginnings. This is Bruce Banner we're building. Look. He's hulking out. Which is very strange, because in this scene in Avengers Infinity War, he doesn't hulk out at all. In fact, he's refusing to hulk out. But I believe they did initially film a scene where he burst out of the Hulkbuster as the Hulk, and they just, for some reason, didn't include that in the film, in the final product. I finish on the 17th, have a week off in between. That's awesome. What are you going to do with that week off? Hopefully it involves me. I'm joking. I'm joking. But kind of not. Where is his hairpiece? There's his hairpiece. So I'm going to have to periodically look back and forward at the chat. So because it's over there on my left on that screen on the wall, and then you've got the camera there, and then you've got this camera here, which we're underneath at the moment. So I'm trying my best to keep control of everything. At least when the wife builds with me, I can sort of focus on the production of the thing rather than just everything. But it is just me tonight, and I am flying solo. And so far, I cannot find Brucey Boy's legs. And you guys are probably all looking from above. You can probably see them and going, ah, they're right there, you idiot. But Bruce Banner is currently without legs. So, not sure yet. I might do a day out somewhere. Well, we've got Merlin passes, right? There's got to be places open. We did London before. Maybe we could do something else. Where in the heck? Oh, Bruce, this is not a good start, right? They're grey. They're dark grey. It's a dark grey pair of legs I'm looking for. So, I don't know. This is a terrible... Ah, there they are. Look, right there. Oh, you guys can't see them. There they are. There's Bruce Banner's legs. And now, he kind of looks like Elvis Presley with green eyes. He's like, I'm all shook up. More than Bruce Banner, I guess. He can just stand over here. I don't get what is going on with the positioning of my camera. However, I guess it will have to do. This is going to be my build zone here. My camera's on a new arm, so rather than being on the tripod like it was before, it's actually hanging on an arm that's attached to the other side of the table. So I figured that might actually be easier, because we can go under it without having to... Oh, we're not knocking it. Oh, we're not knocking it. We're not knocking it. It's a good start. So, check under the book. Yeah, that is always usually the way, isn't it? Check under the book. Oh, it's under the book. So yeah, this is kind of I guess a re-release of an older set, because have you found the live stream option on the Pocket 3 yet? Yes, I have. Now, I don't know. Okay. So guys, in the chat, let me know. We're going bowling tomorrow evening. And remember, we went bowling before and we did a family stream and we streamed the game. A, do you want to see that again? But B, should I try and do it on the new camera rather than doing it off of the phone directly? Because I believe you can just do it through the app and then onto the phone. And let me know what you guys think. Should we live stream our bowling game? She's downstairs chilling out, Amy. She's downstairs chilling out. Just having a... She went out last night with her friend there. They may have sore heads. That's all I'm going to say. They may have sore heads. I mean, personally, I don't partake in such things, right? I don't imbibe the devil's juice. May have, exactly right, Lisa. I don't imbibe the devil's juice, so I mean, maybe I will one day. You got physically assaulted by your house guest. Well, is your house guest a human being, or is it an animal? What's happened? Tell me all about it. Who do I have to send Agent 47 after? Who do I have to? I need to know. Obviously, I don't personally want to Oh, you got rammed by a ram. I mean, okay. There's more than one way that that could be interpreted. I'm going to interpret it in the less problematic way. But, oh, is that dark grey or light grey? I'm not even sure, you know. I'm going to go light grey. Yeah, what's its name? Yeah, damn that ram, says Julie. I like that. Damn that ram. Yeah, what's the ram's name? Call him something like Basher. Because that's clearly what he's doing. Woohoo! Yeah, I did try and make a funny. I'm perhaps not in the best funny mood today. I might be. And also, another question. I have been asked, I've been approached today by former Scottish colleague, asking me to possibly partake in a review of the year on Friday. So I shall leave the decision making as to whether or not I do that down to you people, the audience. So if yeah, the only time that I'm ever going to do things is for you guys, and if you guys want to see it, it's up to you. I mean, I might not even be available for it anyway, just a heads up, because we are going to go to the cinema on Friday, but we haven't got any times booked yet. So I might not even be available for it. But I don't know. I thought I'd float it over to you lot. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not really feeling up to it, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm hoping you'll all just say, no, you twat. Keep doing this, and other people can do that. That's what I'm hoping. But I am forever your slave, I guess. Forever your servant. But like I said, the likelihood that I'm available is actually very low. So I just thought I would float it by you good people, who can hopefully affirm. Yeah, that's okay, Amy. And Amy and Lisa vote no. Okay, see, this is what we want. This is what we want. We want audience participation, audience voting. Where in the frick is the fourth one of these? It's probably right in front of me once again. Do I even need 4 of them? Yeah, I do need 4 of them. What is everyone hoping for New Year? Julie says, your choice completely. If you don't feel like doing it, then you've answered your question. There we go. Emma says, what is everyone's hoping for New Year? Amy says, not to get obliterated, shall we say. And Lisa says, a better manager. Well, you may well be on your way to that right now, Lisa. Fingers, toes, and any other extremities firmly crossed that that is the case. Okay, this is a bit... It's always right in front of you. It's always right in front of you. Just always. But yeah, no, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't even know if I'm going to be available. So I just thought I would see what you people, you lovely, wonderful people, would want of me. And what I want of me is to continue doing what I love doing. And that is entertaining you lovely people. That's what I love doing. Oh, look. I believe I'm building the head first. I believe I'm from fly. Oh no, do not sing that man's songs. Jeez. Don't do that. He's cancelled, people. And by cancelled, I mean he's in prison. He's very much in prison. He a bad man. Very, very bad man. What is it with the old R&B rappers and hip-hop singers keep ending up in prison? It's almost like they tell you in their music. just saying. Yeah, okay, that was a bit of a generalization. I do apologize. You've pulled out another miniature kit to make. What is it? Well, of course they were protected for too long, and of course they were going to continue to be protected, Lisa, because oftentimes it's political, right? Oftentimes they're supporting the correct, quote-unquote, political candidate, so those political candidates just look the other way, shall we say. They all know what's going on. In fact, some of them, not all of them, but some of them, would have been a part of it. Would have got themselves involved. Would have been at one of them Diddy parties. Maybe more than one. More than one party, that is. More than one person as well. I am thinking of creating a whole new comedy tour where every single fact is a lie. Yes, you could do that. You could do that, and we could go on it, and we could take it, and we could film it, and we could laugh. That sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Julie, a garden restaurant this time, 1/24th scale. Rockin' Rock Wolf has returned and is rockin' the custom emojis. Good evening, Mr. Wolf. Look, I do a version where it's lies and truth mixed together. Well, we've got to go. Yes, bowling, exactly. Do we do it tomorrow? Well, do we stream it? And have the family play bowling again like we did last time? It'll be around 6 p.m. if we do that. And do we try and do it on the new camera? Do we try and do it on the new camera? Don't forget to hit the like button if you're watching, because I can see whether or not you've hit the like button. And I am judging you. I am judging you immediately. You finish at 6, will they? Yeah, Amy, I'm up for it. My 80-year-old grandmother will be partaking again. If she's up for it, I guess I am as well. You know, she's 80. If there's going to be a medical incident, it's going to involve one of the two of us. So, yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can get it hooked up and going, Lisa. We'll see. The other thing I'm thinking about trying to do is where the phone is currently looking down the barrel of this Coca-Cola, we could try and hang the pocket free up there as well. At some point. But the phone is pretty good, isn't it? Looking down the barrel of this drink. Don't worry. When this teeny tiny bottle of Coca-Cola runs out, I have half a litre of Red Bull. If they take you to Switzerland, be careful. See, I keep offering grandmother a family holiday to Switzerland. One way, of course. I keep offering her. I think she's cottoned on. She says, I'm not going. I'm not going. What on earth is that piece? Okay. It's a very strange piece. What piece are you searching for, Ben? Well, it's a very strange piece. Not normal. Oh, there it is. Look at that. It's very strange indeed. But yeah, I do keep offering. And I'll say to her, Nanny, we'll get you some lovely Toblerones. It'll be grand. And she's, no, I'm not going. I'm not going. She usually likes a holiday, my Nan. But Switzerland doesn't seem like a place that she wants to go for some reason. I mean, to be fair, if I ever get to the point where I can't physically take care of myself very well, I don't mind a little trip to Switzerland. I'll take a trip. Willingly. That's all I'm going to say about that. But we're certainly building something here. Something is being built. I think Emma might be behind. Something's telling me Emma's behind. Either that or her messages are just not coming through. When they're sent, or either that or she's just severely delayed today. Which is it, Emma? It's one of them. I think that's right. If they ever. So anyway, what does everybody else want for New Year's? What I want is 2,000 subscribers. That's what I want. So you guys need to help me make that happen. Share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. That's what we want. We want 2,000 subscribers. That would be a good start to the year. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do. We would appreciate it. I'm on page 12 of this build now in 19 minutes. I'm not terribly sure if that's good going, to be honest. But I shall keep endeavouring to push on, so to speak. And did everybody get everything they wanted for Christmas? This is another thing. Tell me all about your best Christmas present. What was your best Christmas present this year? I know what Emma's was. My wife offered me to her. Oh, okay. So if Lisa says if we get to 2,000, she will run a subscribers only tour of London, as in video or an actual let's go and meet up in person and do a tour. You have to clarify that one. I think that this might be the pelvic region of the Hulkbuster, where I will endeavour to teach Ben why the City of London and City of Westminster are not the same thing. Grow tents are getting there, are they? Actual in-person tour. Fredo, I always love tips. I like the sounds of this, people. And it would make a great video. Bunch of us getting together in London for a free tour. And tipping Lisa for the trouble. I like that. I think we should do that. So let's get to 2,000 subscribers, and then we can set up a date, a time, and we can all go and mooch about in this nation's capital city. I was about to say this great nation, and then I remembered. Emma, yes, do it, but after that, what you said, maybe you just need to do what you need to do for you. Okay, well, no, yeah. Look, if I want to do a review of the year, I could always just do it here. I was just thinking about that because, I would like to do some kind of review of what we've got up to over the year on this channel as we've, endeavoured to grow and bring some fun back to the stuff that we're doing. But also, this is why we do this show. Not only am I building Lego, I honestly don't mind what you guys talk about. I ask you to please keep it as apolitical as possible, but obviously if there's anything extremely important going on right now that affects all of us, then I'm going to have an opinion and I'll happily wade in on it. So there's that, I'm not a proper Grinch when it comes to all of it. I don't do that anymore, like professionally. So I don't know. It's a tough one. It is a tough one because my mental health has been so much better since walking away from talking about politics. It's night and day. It really is night and day. So I also kind of have to take that into effect or factor that in. I have agreed to do one thing on January 20th, but I'd already agreed to that before I ever left, so I'm just fulfilling an obligation. It's just the completion of the American election. So I'll do that, and that'll be a laugh. You good folks can have a laugh at me. I might even dress up as Donnie again. I don't know. Maybe not. Can I be bothered? We'll see. But the thing is, unless I can make it fun, unless I can make it funny, I'm not even sure, I would want to do it at all. It's like I say, it's a tough one because I feel so much better entertaining than I do moaning about the news. I like entertaining. And I think I'm a better entertainer than I am political pundit, but that's just me. You guys, obviously, a lot of you only ever found me as a political pundit and then have come to find me as an entertainer. But I don't know. It's interesting. I'm not going to do it this week, though. I've decided. I have decided. That's a no. I can't be asked. I'm going to go see Moana 2 with the family, then I may make a video about that. This is certainly something. Yeah, I agree with you, Lisa. I did start it when I was very depressed. Very depressed indeed. And I'm not depressed anymore. Well, I am, but not in that way. Obviously, mental health doesn't just get better overnight, especially for people like us autistic folks, but I'm not in that mindset anymore. I'm in a much healthier mindset than I was. So I'd like to hold on to that. Maybe. I thought I'd crack on to the Red Bull next. I'm not going to open another Coke. These things are tiny. Look, 200 mil. 200 mil. Who decided that was a good idea? I have no idea. It certainly wasn't me. Certainly wasn't me. Anyway, what are we doing on the back here? We're building stuff. Unfortunately, I do have to lean over here to my microphone because a bit of an oversight, really. What's going on? Oh, that goes there. Bit of an oversight. Where my mic arm is placed, I can't. I mean, what I could do is just plug in Chrissy's mic and probably bring that in from this side, and that might be a bit easier. But I'm not going to do that because that lives up in the air when it's not being used. Because I'm awkward. That one goes there. I think that this is right. I think I'm building this right. I think I'm following the instructions correctly. Famous last words, he says. Famous last words. Emma says, just realised I was behind on time now. I told you! I told you Emma was behind! I said it! I said Emma's behind! I knew it. She was not responding at the correct times. Right, I've got to do whatever I do next twice. I hate it when you've got to do things twice. But as Chrissy says, I prefer it when you're told in advance. You've got to do it twice rather than actually making a whole thing and then getting to the end and it going, times two. You're going, you absolute utter ball bag. You utter ball bag. But I knew it. The way Emma was or wasn't responding in time. She was 100% behind. I told you. Either that or I'm psychic. And I don't think it's that one. My name's not Derek Akora. And he was not psychic either. I mean, what? Yeah, of course he was. Yeah, psychic. That's what he was. So this goes on there. It does. It clips on. And then we clip the other one on the other side. I do like building plastic bricks. And breaking them as I build them. What on earth? I'm. I've broken it. Derek the fraud. Yep, Derek the fraud. Getting. Who remembers Most Haunted? And he'd get possessed every other episode. I'm possessed. Uh, I'm a ghost. No, you're not, Derek. You're an idiot. You're an idiot, Derek. What was the other one? What was the other British medium that was famous? Was Colin Fry? Or was he British, or was he? Because John Edward was the American one, wasn't he? Yeah, I know. I know that Derek's dead. I'm aware. We shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but he was a fraud. He was definitely a fraud. They all are. No one can speak to the dead. And in fact, I'm going to go one step further. I think they are despicable people that prey on people's not fears, but bereavement. I think they prey on people's bereavement. And you can disagree with me if you'd like, but I genuinely think these people are not nice people. Help, my house is haunted. They are obsessed with demons. Oh yeah, Derek Akora's been dead for a few years. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to put that this way round and put it there. You believe in ghosts, but most mediums are frauds. I don't know what I believe. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm 100% agnostic. I'm not atheist. I'm an agnostic. Like, I need to see proof. I need to see proof. Or else I'm not going to believe there's a God. I'm not going to believe that religion's real. I'm not going to believe that there are ghosts. Could somebody do that research quick? What did Derek Akora die from? Maybe it was a possession. No. Stop. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. I don't, like I said, look, I don't know what I believe. I've seen some shit. I can't explain. Am I immediately going to say that we're a ghost? Maybe. I just don't know. Right, it's not that one. Or is it that one? I'm so confused. It's that one. We've got to do some stickering, folks. Lisa says, I get parasomnia, and honestly, I get why some people would believe what they see as ghosts. Well, yeah, I get it as well. But what I don't like are people like Derek Akora and John Edward and all of these other people who cold read a room, usually, and either that or they've done research in advance on some of their guests. It's just such... Actually, that's not a bad bit of sticker in that. In my opinion, it's predatory. It's predatory. I've got this wrong. I've got it wrong. I was hoping I wouldn't need to take anything apart, but I did. Did need to take it apart. But I've sorted it. There we go. See? I sorted it. I will never return to one of the schools I worked at. My big ass window was open on Sunday. This window needed 2 people to open and close. I'll tell you a story. So we were younger. We were searching for a place called Hellingly Asylum. like that. And doing what kids do, you know, dumb children. And we're in this massive, massive long corridor. And we hear bang. And we're the only people there, by the way. And we hear bang. Okay, and we're like, okay, there's a bang. That's a little bit creepy. Then we hear bang again, it's closer. And then closer, bang, 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 bang. Coming down this corridor towards us. And we're like, nope, nope. Time to go. It's time to go. That was my one experience with things that were kind of freaky. Shall we say freaky? I don't have any other ghost stories than that, I'm afraid, Emma. So if you guys have got any, chuck them in the chat. I want to hear them. I want to see them while I'm building this Lego. Lego. We're building up. We're putting on sticker number 4 now. I thought I'm terrible at these stickers. Right. I think that's the best I'm going to do. That is definitely the best I'm going to do. I've got to do it all again, but in the opposite direction now. So turn this around. So I'm attaching. I'm so confused. Right. This is so confusing. Yeah, that's right. But what does it do? Just slip on? Oh no, it attaches here. Oh, I see. Now that's popped off. This is nuts. That's just come off. Now that's come off. Now that's come off. This is not held together well. Bloody Lego. Ah, look, Emma, we got plenty of time. Write it out piece by piece. So start with the setup. This is ridiculous. Start with the setup and then take us through. Take us on a journey. I like being taken on journeys. Super glue helps. Dreadeye, that is sacrilegious. You do not super. It's popped off again. This is ridiculous. See, the second you pop that on, then that falls off. And then the other side pops off. How on earth? What on earth is wrong with this? I'm gonna have to check something here. I'm going back. Have I missed something? I have not. I have not missed something. I'm beyond confused. I'm beyond confused. I'm gonna have to go back and. Right. Okay. That goes on like that. that goes on like that. I think I might have put this on the wrong way up. Let me check. Ah, yeah. Yeah. I think that's correct now. So if I put this back on here, see, trial and error, people. I was in a room in an old people's home and was hoovering a room when all of a sudden the hairs on the back of my neck stood up and I felt a fear I've never experienced before. Needless to say, I ran out. That's a good setup. I'm invested. I'm invested. Ah, yes. That's better. That is better. The other one is a lot more scary, but it's just so long I can't write it all out. Anybody else in the chat? Paranormal experience? What you got for me? Throw it at me. Give it to me. I want to hear it. Julie, you got a ghost story? Adam, you got a ghost story? I'll give you my ghost story. Nobody's sharing the video. Woo! Lisa says she's not normal. Doppelgangers I've experienced. So you've had like an evil clone come out of the and try and take over your life, like the Jordan Peele movie Us, or I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I have experienced, and honestly, I don't really think there is. I had that one experience, and I noped the hell out of there. I made the right decision because I didn't feel like being murdered by some otherworldly entity, if such a thing does exist. Your father, friend's father, and ex-husband. So what, you've found people that look like your father, friend's father, and ex-husband? You're gonna have to elaborate. I'm not taking the piss. I'm not taking the piss. I'm just trying to work it out. Oh, so you've just seen them around, you've double taked, and you've gone, is that him? And then no, it's not. Stickering. Ugh. I've not done a bad job here, you know. Lisa says, I was working at a Catholic boarding school. This has a grade 1 listed chapel on site, so I always research where I'll be stuck for 2 weeks. This is a 3-mile walk to a village, middle of nowhere. That sounds like a normal day for you, Lisa. I'm not gonna lie. Sounds like a good old normal, nice, entertaining, fun day out for you. Because you're a strange person. I'm joshing with you. You're not that strange. You're only a little bit strange. I mean, you did say you were weird, to be fair. But you're not that weird. Not really. And yes, you can take that as a compliment. Yeah. Sticker number 1. Has Lisa ever had a ghost experience? She's getting to it. Emma, she's getting to it right now. I'm looking up the history as I'm a history nerd, and there was like 60 years missing. I've been talking about the fact that this was either a reformatory or mother and baby home before it was a school. Was it an asylum? Was it an asylum? Did they stick the old crazies in there and you know, be nasty to them? Somewhere me and you would have probably fit right in, to be fair. That is. Just true. Right. Going again. Putting this on here. Okay. It's starting to look like something now. Starting to look like something. I like it when things start to look like things. Especially like things they're supposed to look like. So I'm settling into this old 70s style rooms within a much older building, and I just kept sleeping terribly. I'm being a complete grouch several days in a row. Sounds like normal? I'm joking. I'm joking. Or am I? Remember, I am married. My wife can be a grouch several days in a row. Quite often. But then she has to put up with me, so. Someone I had worked with before kept saying I was acting out of character to the other works who were like, WTF is her issue. Okay, if you were acting out of character, Grouchy, then okay, I'm invested. You know I'm a wind-up merchant. Emma says, I've smelt a perfume out of nowhere in my home and I've never smelt before. I think it was you. Wow. I mean, Emma. Emma. I love you dearly. That's a bit of a stretch. I've never smelt this perfume before. It's my dead friend. I'm not saying it's not. Right? I'm just saying that is for to jump from point A to point B, there must be a point of reference, right? Is it that person's perfume? Or I don't know. I'm just saying you've moved from point A to point Z without telling me about points B through Y. I'm being inquisitive here. I want to hear these things. Lisa says, one of my jobs was walking the corridors to make sure the teens were in bed. It was always just eerie. Well, of course it's going to be bloody eerie if teenagers are involved. They're scary at the best of times. God, our kids are going to be teenagers at some point. I'm not saying it was yours either, Emma. I'm saying, is it a smell that you recognised? Like, did you recognise that smell as being associated with your friend? That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, how do you get from this smell to this person? That's the question that I have. So on nights 4 to 5, I woke up in the middle of the night and there was 2 women walking back and forth in my room, shadow-like outside, but clearly nuns. Oh dear. Oh no. No. It's either nuns. Right, so that's either ghosts or teenagers playing tricks. No, if I saw nuns walking up and down the corridor, I just nope. I'm out. No pity, nope. My camera likes to go click every half an hour. Every 30 minutes it clicks and it freezes for like a second. I don't know why. Probably because it's a 12-year-old DSLR. That's probably why. At some point we will replace the studio camera as well, but I felt like one of the things in my room was just bad intentioned, so I'd turn over in bed and say loudly, leave me alone, and then turn my lights on. You didn't have like the nun from the nun then in your room, do you? I will not leave you alone, my pretty. You just go, nope. Nope. I am out. I'm sorry. Where's the gold bars coming from? I've missed a step. I have missed a step. I'm good at missing steps, aren't I? So earlier that day on the Sunday, I went back to my room in the middle of the day to find my old massive window open. This is the teenagers, mate. This is this is something teenagers would do. You know, we were all teenagers once. Teenagers can be arseholes. I'm trying to find rational explanations for this. I'd like to rationalize things. You know that. Whether or not I'm right, that's a different story. It was single pane window, and I had to get another worker to come open it. Ooh. Ooh. You're leaving me with more questions than answers, I must admit. I'm pretty much at the end of bag one. That's the thing all the kids were accounted for as they were in English classes. Were they exchange students then? Were they? Okay. This is going in here. Look at that. French students. Ah, oui. Les Français. I'm on a 235-day streak of learning French now. 235 days. You would think I'd be able to somewhat speak the language. No, not really. Not really. I can probably speak a lot more than I used to be able to be fair. And the app says that I can. It was only later that day I realised it couldn't be the cleaners as they didn't work the weekends. Well, that's lazy. I'm joking. I'm in a very, very mischievous mood today. Very mischievous indeed. Emma says, I was hoovering my mum's home and the hoover stopped. Okay. That's... Where are we going with this? I definitely need elaboration at this point. The hoover stopped. Anyway, the next day I walked past the chapel and was like, stay out of my room. I stopped looking into the history and the activity stopped. Ah, so they were like, Lisa, stop researching us, Lisa. I hear footsteps coming up the stairs. It sounds like a Lila. Whatever they were hiding, it's still a mystery. Maybe it was just like their secret candy stash. Who knows? I'm looking for the most optimistic outlook. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to be an optimist here. Ever the optimist. Maybe they're just hiding a candy stash. Wow, that's terrible stickering. That's some of the worst stickering I've ever done. To the point I'm going to peel that bad boy off. You suspect... Ah, bloody laundries. Even I know what they were. Evil, evil places. Yeah, the convent... They did wipe their history because they were doing some real evil crap. They were. That's just a fact. So this goes on here like this. Okay, that's starting to look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's starting to look badass. Why is there a piece missing? Yeah. That don't fill me with no hope. That piece should be in there somewhere. I see where it's meant to be. fine. I've worked it out straight away. It's meant to be there. Well, I was wrong. Unless I'm supposed to take... Right, let me put this on. And then put this on. Nope. You know what? I'm just going to pretend that piece wasn't even in the set. What I'm going to do. And if it crops up that I need it later, we know where it is. What I'm going to do. Sounds good to me. What in the actual F? That was on there just fine a minute ago. Now it's not going on at all. You know what, guys? I should probably retire from this Lego building life. That is meant to go on there like that. So, the only thing I can think of is that goes up one. I think that's probably right. I just don't know. Maybe it even goes up one more. No. It's not going to go down there like that, surely. That can't cover that up. That takes that off. So, it's got to go up one. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's better. You had 4 broken bones at camp, did you? Ouch. Ouch. Okay. We are pretty much at the completion of bag 1. And it now has a head. Well, hey, we have the body piece of the Hulkbuster. Look at that. That is pretty good, doesn't it? I quite like that. I did not think it would look that good. I'm not going to lie. Because this is the small version. They do a massive version of it. So, this is awesome. I actually really like this. It's going to be nice on display. Let's continue anyway. Let's continue straight on to bag 2. Does Banner go in it? I'm pretty sure he goes in it. Maybe. I'm not going to put him in there for the minute. Actually, there is space for him. We'll look at that later. We will. We'll look at it later. We're going to put this off to the side here. Along with the banner figure. You can go there. There is plenty more to go. I don't know if I should continue now, or if I should do it on another stream. I suppose I can continue for a bit. See how quickly we get through number 2. Hopefully a lot quicker. Judy says, it's taken me all this time to make 2 table lamps and a plant pot 9mm tall. I'm not judging. There's legs for a figure there. But in the same breath, I am judging. If that makes sense. I'm both not judging, but I am judging. This is my build zone here. I do not wish to bite you, Julie. Biting you is something I do not wish to do. But you know what? I'm enjoying your company. You guys are what keep this show on the road, as they say. So we're going to be moving in the next few weeks to daily videos. I'm talking about things I like to talk about, thinking of the theme park industry, hotel industry, things like that. We're going to be moving back to daily videos. We used to do daily videos on here, but school holidays have happened, and therefore we've not been able to. But now we're fully set up in the studio, thanks to a lot of you lovely people and supporting us this Christmas. We're going to be moving back to daily videos. So discussing, and I'm going to start actually doing some reviews again. Some movie reviews, things like that. Emma says, I went over to where the Hoover was plugged in. When I got to the hallway where it was meant to be in the wall socket, I found the plug was out of the socket and it was even switched off. I'll tell you exactly what happened there. You pulled the Hoover a bit too far. And then it went donk out of the wall. I'm trying to rationalize. Okay, you've got to look for the rational first before getting to the irrational. I'm joking. I have the snottiest ever type glue trying to stick beads and wire together. Give it a good old shake. See if you can... Oh, there's the head. Don't know if you can see that. Yep. I have no glue. Your husband has told me to use glue on this, and I was not happy with that in the slightest. So I said no. There's the body. I think I'm pretty much there now because as a Wakandan warrior or whatever they are, she has no hair. That is the one thing that's kind of handy about looking for pieces for Wakanda. Dora Milaje, they have no hair. She just likes peeling off her fingers. Oh, what, like peeling the glue off? It's not shakeable, it's a tube. So what, is it like a Pritt stick? Remember them? Pritt sticks? Is it one of those? Because that stuff is crap. Realistically. That is one big old spear. Look at that. PVA glue is great for that. Emma says, I'm telling you the truth. Honest, there was plenty of cord. My mum's house was known for spiritual goings on. I am not saying you're not telling me the truth. Don't mistake me taking the piss as me thinking you're not telling the truth. It's just me taking the piss. And in a nice way. I'm not doing it to upset or insult anybody. I just like taking the piss. If you've seen me do what I do for years on end, you know that I'm a wind up. I'm an absolute wind up, and I always have been, and I do it out of the greatest of respect. Dreadeye says vodka or gin. Neither. I'm not gonna lie, guy. Neither. Although if I was forced at the point of a weapon, probably gin. I know, Lisa. It's an absolute shock, isn't it? An absolute shock that I could be such a thing. Me? A wind up? Me? Good vodka from the freezer. We used to dissolve so we used to get like loads of big bags of Skittles when we were lads. Oh, Emma's spirit. Oh, what? Oh, I get what you're saying. He's also winding you up. But anyway, we used to get big packs of Skittles, separate out the colours meticulously, and dissolve them in vodka when we were lads, and then drink that. And it looked and tasted quite good. Someone's going to go try that now, aren't they? I love that gold. You have Jolly Rancher gummies you're going to soak in vodka at some point. I kind of want to know what that's like, Lisa. I do. I kind of want to know what that's like. That sounds pretty good to me. Anywho, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we do have a super chat goal of 5 £2 or more super chats in the course of the stream. You get a woohoo if you do, and if you don't, it doesn't matter. I'd appreciate it, but it doesn't matter. Because I am here to do what I'm going to do, and I'm having fun. Now, you'll have seen that I haven't yet done a members music stream. I've just not been well. I am getting round to it, I promise. I promise I'm getting round to it. It's coming at some point. I will give probably no notice. Spring trip. Well, yeah, spring trip's gotta happen, hasn't it? I mean, Chrissy even said yes. Gotta happen. Spring trip. Just let me know when I'm driving. We should try and make all of these lovely people come as well. Get a massive group rate. All this talk of spirits, I'm going to have a lovely glass of Bailey's. Is Bailey's really a spirit? Is it? Let's see what you guys are doing. Driving Emma to the bottle. You were tempted by the AP party because you need a slap. What is the AP party this time around? What's the theme? And I'll tell you whether or not you need a slap. Is it going to be another scavenger hunt, do you think? Is it going to be another bloody scavenger hunt? Because if it is going to be another scavenger hunt, yes, you need a slap. They're crap. They are crap. But they really should be doing one for attractions, for rides. And until they do that, I just don't think they're worth it. I really don't. What on earth? Sounds like a preview of the music festival. What's the date on it? Because the music festival starts like on the 10th, doesn't it? It starts when the new show starts, I believe. I could be wrong. Although the music festival does look pretty darn good. I'm not going to lie. It looks good. If it lives up to what they've promised, it'll be good. Yeah, well, BTM needed to go for a 6-month sleep, to be honest. Maybe they'll finally fix the effects on it. It's not as bad as the one in Florida, which is probably going to be gone for like 3-4 years. So as they build behind Big Thunder Mountain for a Villain's Land, which will probably end up being way worse than what they give in the concept art, because the concept art is literally that. It is concept art. They don't know what they're building there yet. And if they say they do, they're lying. Okay, so what sticker are we going? Number 8. It's sticker time. I'm terrible at these. Yeah, it does need a retrack. Vekoma need to get in and completely retrack Big Thunder Mountain. They also need to get in and completely retrack Avengers Assemble for Flight Force, which I'm very annoyed that despite the fact it was closed for 3 years, they did not do. Okay? They should have retracked Rock and Roller Coaster / Avengers Assemble Flight Force completely. They should have added new trains to it. They should have given them the Vekoma lap bars because it is still a bloody headbanger. It's an absolute headbanger of a roller coaster. I am making the Hulkbuster from Avengers. So I've got this far as we speak. That is what I'm making. Now the head's gone into the body. Oh, I've got it. Yeah, it needs a new harness system. It needs completely new trains. It needs new track. It needs new trains. It needs to be torn down. The problem is, it's been operating almost consistently for over 22 years. And it's on almost 365-day operations. And when rides are operating and are being abused to that level, they need... Look what Alton Towers have done. They've completely retracked Nemesis with Nemesis Reborn because they know that the ride was at the end of its operating life. Now, yes, being inside a massive show building will extend the life of a roller coaster because it's not being weathered by the elements. So something like Flight Force, or Rock and Roller Coaster as it used to be called, is going to have a far more extended shelf life than something like Nemesis, which is out in the Staffordshire weather. But still, it sort of cancels itself out because places like Alton Towers have a closed season for months and months and months out of the year. They're not open. They're not operating that ride. Whereas at Disneyland, they're operating those rides often 365 days a year. They don't go down. Yeah, they might get a week of annual maintenance. But hey. Hi, Shalini. I hope you're well. How is everything we were speaking about earlier? Have you heard anything else from downstairs? Or is everything good on that front? And have you hit the like button? Yeah, I'm a little bit worried. I'm not going to lie. From what you told me, I'm a little bit worried. Oh, and I also want to say, our good friend, Coaster Journey, had a very, very narrow escape. In so much as they live in a semi-detached house. And yesterday, the neighbour's side of it burnt down. 9 fire engines had to put out the fire. They thought they were going to lose their house as well. But miraculously, their house is fine. The fire department managed to get it under control. So, thankfully, Mr. and Mrs. Coaster Journey are safe. Their stuff is safe. And they have a house still. But it looked very dicey for a little bit there yesterday. And he sent me an image this morning, actually. I've made an investment. Oh, I can't show you because it's on my phone. And yeah, I am giggling. Because he just sent me a picture of 6 fire extinguishers. I've made an investment. I've got all of these fire extinguishers. You do? Yeah, well, I can't afford contents of building insurance. I'm glad they're okay as well. Yeah, the new Wallace and Gromit I've heard good things about. Doesn't it come out on Netflix in a few weeks? So I'll watch it then. Because I don't have a TV license. Because I don't get live TV. And, well, I don't get BBC live TV. You know, they're trying to now argue that you need a TV license for Netflix. No, you don't. You've never needed a TV license for Netflix. They're just trying to get money out of you. And it's... Oh! Right now they're airing live American football. Therefore, you need a TV license. Well, I would even argue that even if that were the case, none of that is being broadcast from within the United Kingdom, and therefore the United Kingdom would have no jurisdiction over that stream. Surely, that's they can't just say, you need to pay us because you're receiving data from the United States via your computer, and even if it's slightly delayed, it's not live, is it? The second that you click in and you're 2 minutes too late, and you don't catch up to the live stream, you're not live. They will do absolutely anything to rinse whatever they can out of us, though. Right. Turn it upside down like that. Put that in, which I've done. And now put it like that and attach. Oh, wow. Attach that to that. Knock that off by mistake. Attach that to that. That's quite solid, that. Quite a solid leg. I mean, obviously, I've knocked a bit of it off. But there you go. Oh, would you look at that? I'm quite impressed with myself. If they argue that, then I expect Netflix to stop using full screen strobe that no UK broadcaster uses, but they get away with. Well, this is the thing, right? I do not believe that broadcasts from another country via a streaming service fall under the TV license. I'm sorry, but I just don't believe that. And if it does, well, tough. Quite frankly, tough. I'm not paying a stealth tax to watch Netflix when I've never had to pay that stealth tax to watch Netflix before. I do not have TV channels. I do not get TV channels. I do not receive TV channels. And therefore, I do not need a TV license. And I will not apologise for that. Netflix have told me they don't have to abide by our health and safety. Well, if they don't have to abide by our health and safety, then surely the TV license does not apply. Surely. Because that in itself proves that they are not under the regulation of British broadcasters. And yes, by the way, for those who might not understand what Lisa is talking about, she is epileptic. So, she's not a fan of some of the stuff that comes out on Netflix, which I wholeheartedly get, by the way. And I've seen the consequences of her seizures, and they're all right for me to deal with. Other people that we've been with, they over panic, and sometimes I can find the whole thing slightly amusing. Not the seizure itself, obviously, but the way others react. It's like, well, I have them, Lisa has them, we know how to deal with them, and we know what motions you have to go through, what you do, and the fact that people have, you can't stop them. They have to ride out and make it to their conclusion. But people just over panic and oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? Put her on her side and let her shake it out. That is all you can do. Right? And if it looks like she's gonna swallow her tongue, call a fucking ambulance. That's all you can do. That's a spoiler alert. That's how you sort of deal with a seizure. That's what we do. That's how we do it. And also, one of the most important things, ladies and gentlemen, don't panic. Because if you panic, you can end up making the situation a lot worse. About right, Lisa? About right. This is interesting. Look at all these hooks. A lot of hooks. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm not paying a TV license for Netflix when I've never had to pay a TV license for Netflix before. There's no reason for it. I'm not doing it. You shouldn't have to do it. We should all say, hell no. Keep calm. Cushion the head if you can. Don't panic. There you go. But so many people, especially when, they're out with us, at least I might end up in that situation. I mean, we were in the middle of Disney a couple months back, and she had, right in the central hub, and she had a seizure. And people knew, people, because we were out in the public, people were trying to blow it up into a much bigger thing than it had to be, and I actually got quite angry with these people because they were making a spectacle out of it. And I stepped in and I said, look, if you want to help, turn around, make a barrier, and give her some dignity. Stop staring at her. And they sort of backed off and understood my frustration. Because it's not a spectacle. It's not something for people to stare at and go, oh my god, look at that. Look at that. That's what's happening. Yeah. It's been much clearer in Wales today, has it? And good evening, Ollie. I hope you are well. It's a bit past your bedtime, isn't it? 20 past 9? 20 past 9? Pushing it a bit, sir. Pushing it a bit. We're building a Hulkbuster, look. We're getting there. I think I'm building a leg at the moment. Looks like a leg. Hello, Vaughn. Oh my god. Everybody coming on now. Unless the hot fire and rescue person is working. Oh, that's got me, that has. But no, I mean, we were in that situation, and people were just. It's almost like it's a part of their holiday for them or something. Oh, look at that! Something different's happening. Something's happening to somebody. We must stare. We must. What has happened to us, like as a society, where instead of actually trying to help and seeing what somebody needs, we'd rather just look on, get our phones out, and film it. I mean. What has happened to us? Vaughn's... Vaughn is flatulent, is he? Whenever I see someone having a seizure, I just make sure to see if they have any money in their purse, says Vaughn. I'll make sure to try and not seize around you then. That would be handy. But then at the same time, I don't have any bloody money. You'd be pretty useless with me. Oh. You're going to have to crawl under the camera, dear. You have to do an army crawl. This is quite amusing, ladies and gentlemen. The wife is coming into the room. She's got drink and sweets in hand. She has just crawled under the camera. And she has made it. She has made it to the bed. And the cover is on. Unfortunately, she has now left the set wide open for the cat to invade, which is something I've been trying to avoid. I've set in advance who I want the kiss of life from. Wow. Have you, Lisa? Emma says, shut up, Vaughn. He's just being annoying. He wouldn't do that. I believe he would. I do. Vaughn said, whenever I see someone having a seizure, I just want to check to see if they've got any money in their purse. Shalini says, hi, Chrissy. She can't hear you. Emma says, it used to be bad in the old days as we were put into a circus in order to look at those with health issues. Yeah, but that used to be called a freak show, didn't it? Look at the bearded lady. Look at the man with scales instead of skin. Ollie says he had an audience when he collapsed in Blockbuster Cafe. Yeah, I mean, that must have really sucked. That must have really sucked. And it's like I said, when it came to that, when Lisa had that seizure in October, I told people to just turn around, stop looking, gawking, and perhaps, well, I said if they want to help, then they should stand and make a barrier and not let others gawk and face the other way. That's what I told them to do. And that is what they did. And like I said, they understood my frustration at the end of it. People have walked over your head. I have seen it, Lisa. People have walked over your head. And that is... It's an absolute testament to the state of humanity right now, isn't it? He stepped over me when I was having a seizure in the kitchen. Then again, so did you. Well, there's nothing you can do, is there? As long as I'm on my side and... there's nothing really you can do. But yeah, people love to have a good look. And people realise... What we got to realise is people like to stare at things that they don't understand as well. That's different. Oh my god, that was a foot. That was a foot. Look at that. I'm well impressed. I'm not impressed with the amount of stickers. These stickers suck. But I'm actually well impressed with the construction of that foot. A lot of hooks to make a foot, though. And it stands up. Stands up on its own. Lisa says, oh, didn't realise that was Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Hope you have had a nice Christmas. Yes, this is Christmas Lego. This is Lego I got for Christmas from my aunt, actually. I got this set for Christmas from my aunt. Oh, no. Stickers. Here we go again. More stickering. How badly can I F this one up? Right, so it's going on there like that. And then we're looking for sticker number 9, folks. Sticker number 9. Don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we do have a super chat goal of 5 super chats or more of £2. If you would like to help us towards that goal, then please consider using the super chat option. Your comments will always be prioritized if you do, and you get a woohoo from me. Ooh. Okay, that's not a terrible sticker job. I'm happy with that. I am happy. I finished Snow White's cottage and got the Tantive 4. Oh, you got the Tantive 4 for Christmas, did you? Awesome. And that just goes on there. Just pops on there. Okay. How you're going to have to show us pictures of Snow White's cottage, by the way. You have to send them to me. If you send them to me on X, I'll quickly put them up on stream. So just message them me there, and I'll show the good people, Ollie. They can see your Snow White set. I'm interested. I'm looking forward to seeing it myself. It's nice that we've got 10 likes on the stream, but we can do better than that. Like if you haven't already, share the stream, and of course, subscribe to the channel. You only have to have been a subscriber for 5 minutes in order to join the chat. So that's not a big ask, folks. Come on now. We want to get to 2,000. We wanted to get to 2,000 for Christmas. It's not happened. So let's get to 2,000 in the next month, I say. Okay, what are we doing? We're building the toes right now, but look at that. There's a ball joint there for the leg. I'm looking for pieces. There's one. Can't believe that this set actually has toes that are a ball ache to clip on. But they are. Did I get a lot of Lego? No. I'm not going to lie to you. I did not get a lot of Lego. This is the only set that I got. Because nobody loves me, and nobody bought me any Lego. It was literally this set. And Chrissy, on the other hand, has got Himeji Castle, Lego architecture set, a real Japanese castle. I got her that for Christmas. I also got her Dobby from Harry Potter. What else? I just picked her up the Tranquil Gardens today on January sale because I couldn't help myself. And then Dexter's got 5 sets as well, which are going to be delivered to the room for me to do builds, because Dexter will not build them himself. So he's already said to me, Dad, you can have them to build and then come and put them on my shelf. So at least we got those. Oh, look, there's legs going on. Oh my. This is actually much bigger than I thought it would be. Yeah, Himeji Castle was in the real architecture set. I got it for her for Christmas, and I somehow managed to keep it from her for like 2 months, because the minute I got it, I just wrapped it up and then put it up on top of the cupboard, and it sat up there for a good couple of months. The dog is escaping. So the first leg is done. So now, basically, I've got to do all of that again, but the other way around. to make the next leg. And then that's stage 2 done. And then stage 3 is the arms, which is going to be the same process. Do it. I might as well soldier on and at least get the end of stage 2 done. I might push stage 3 to tomorrow. But then tomorrow we're bowling. Oh, they've already asked if we can stream the bowling game again. They would like to see us bowling. So, that will be tomorrow at 6 PM UK time. James and I put our unwrapped gifts. You put unwrapped gifts by the tree. What? So you know exactly what each other's got? That's interesting. Chrissy just said in the background, I would kill you. To me. If I did such a thing. Anyway, now that we've got some more people in the chat, earlier on, we were waxing lyrical about ghost stories, and I heard some ghost stories off of Emma. Lisa's given some ghost stories about personal experiences that one may have had with paranormal situations. So, the new people in the chat, Ollie, let's go to you, and Shalini and Vaughn. Have you had any experiences with the paranormal that you cannot explain? Now, I've been attempting to do my best to debunk them, like with Emma's Hoover story, where she said she was hoovering at her mum's house, and all of a sudden, the Hoover stopped working, and then she found the cord no longer plugged in. I say, she took the Hoover too far, folks. She took... Vaughn says, I think Tony Stark actually had an easier time in the Taliban cave building the first Iron Man suit than building this Lego. Well, maybe, Vaughn. Maybe. You never know. But you've also got to remember, I am operating the show, talking to you guys, reading the chat, which is over there, and building this Lego. So I think for all of that, I'm doing a pretty damn good job. If I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. Oh, I saw something in Tesco's today that I think I should make you aware of, both Shalini and Vaughn. They are knocking out Grogu key rings. They're little plush key rings from The Mandalorian. They're about this big, and they've got a plushy Grogu on them. You attach them to your keys. They're down to like £2.30 on clearance from Christmas. And they're not Christmas Grogus, they're just normal Grogus. They're down to like £2.30 on clearance in Tesco. If you can't find any, I've got some in the Tesco down the road, so I'm quite happy to go and pick one up for you if you'd like. Tomorrow. So I'm going to go in there anyway. They're pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Ollie, you're off to bed, are you? I don't blame you, mate. I don't blame you. Have a good sleep, my friend, and we will speak tomorrow at some point, I am sure. Remember, we should be back here tomorrow, live from the bowling alley, around 6 PM. Now I've completely lost my place. What on earth have I done? That's what I've done. How much sleep will I get tonight, asks Lisa. Well, that's a good question. The only one that the gods themselves can answer, I would say. So, ask them. Oh, Jeebus. How much sleep will I get tonight? Your Lego building would end up very bleepy, would it, Lisa? But I tell you what. The only reason mine doesn't end up very bleepy is because I have learnt to control it. I have learnt to control it. Remember, I used to do a very bleepy show. Emma says, I've got to bounce, got physio to do, see you at 6 tomorrow. See you then, Emma, thank you for coming along. I will probably end this stream at the end of bag 2, so we're not going to finish the set tonight. We've only got one more bag to do, but I'm really not in the mood to build arms. I don't know, we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. See how quickly I can get this leg put together. But you're all dropping like flies, and we've had over 200 views tonight, so that's very nice. I do appreciate it. This arm has held very well, actually, with the camera on. Much better than I thought it was. The last workday, you got 4 hours sleep because your brain's not stupid, Lisa. You're probably just thinking, our brains fly off at about 1,000,000 miles an hour about anything and everything. Let's face it. It is what it is. Where am I going with this? Does the Lego Tony go in Hulkbuster? It's not Tony. It's Bruce Banner with green Hulk eyes and everything. It's Bruce Banner, but I do believe he does go in the Hulkbuster. Yeah, we'll work that out when it comes to being built, though. This is from Avengers: Infinity War, so it's Bruce Banner. Oh no, here we go. Why is he saying that, you ask? More stickers! I repeat, more stickers! Lisa says, I finish at 6 tomorrow, so I won't see you at 6. Look, there's 5 of us playing a game. Well, 2 games of bowling. We're playing 2 games tomorrow. There's 5 of us playing. One of them is me, and one of them is an 80-year-old woman. I am sure, at some point, you will click on, and we will still be playing. Because Dexter, Lila, and Chrissy are also playing. This is not going to be a 5-minute job. I'm not going to lie. Although the deal was really good. So, they did a New Year's deal down at 10pm. Where it was 2 games and a meal for £10 for the children, £12.50 per adult. And my nan paid 30 quid towards it. So, an evening out for all 5 of us has cost us under 30 quid. With a meal included. And we'll chuck a stream in on it. Hopefully it'll be quieter tonight. 19 sets to go. Oh, days. 19 days to go until your new job, which, you must be somewhat excited for at this point. Is it the same company, or are you gone to a completely new company? Because you keep saying new role, but is it a role within the same company, or is it a completely new change of scenery? That sticker job's been done pretty well. There we go. That's not too bad. I'm quite happy with that. But, yeah. New company or same company, new role? Stop skipping a step. That's me talking to myself. What are you hagagging at? Are you hagagging at what I said about us playing the game? And how long it will take? Because it will take a while. Right, it will. Let's not kid ourselves here. We're not the most athletically engaged people. Let's face it. I'm disabled. She's 80. Dexter's Dexter. Lila can barely see straight, let alone throw a bowling ball straight. And Chrissy has to put up with a lot of us. So, poor woman. Poor woman. Oh, it's an entirely new company. Interesting. I'm going to Okay, you're going to have to tell me what a social enterprise is. I have no idea what a social enterprise is. What is a social enterprise? It sounds made up. I'm not going to lie. You're going to have to tell me what that is. What is a social enterprise? Answers on a postcard, please. Whoa. I'm going to put the big circle on. There's the big circle. Babe, do you know what a social enterprise is? She's not answering me. Oh, she said no. Okay. We're just as in the dark as one another here. We have another knee, folks. We have another knee. I really would appreciate knowing what a social enterprise is. What am I doing? Pushing that up? I'm so confused here. I'm just going to put this down. I'm going to start building the next bit. That's what I'm going to do. Just going to put this down. I'm going to start building the next bit. It's a business that is often set up from a charity or with charity-like aims. Okay. That's pretty vague. But okay, I kind of get where you're coming from. The question is, are they paying well? Is it worth your time? Do you think? Because I guess that's all that matters. Ultimately, at the end of the day, is if you are able to make a living and it's worth your time. Where are we going? We're going with this. I'm assuming it's paying equal or better to what you were already receiving. Or is it just that you want a different role and it's not paying as well? I'm getting somewhere here. I think somebody might be trying to use our wheelie bins, but the joke's on them, they're full. Christmas has just happened for us too, you know, people. Not just you. I have noticed that. So they make money, however, they are meant to prioritise their other aims over making money. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. That doesn't sound like a good business strategy. Yes, I understand that obviously people have noble aims and stuff like that when it comes to their businesses, but if you aren't prioritizing making money, eventually there's going to be no business. Because that's how business is ruthless. Capitalism is not perfect, but it's probably the best system we have. Well, I quite like the Swedish model, or Swedish Scandinavian model, but I also don't like idiots who think that's socialism, because it's not. it's Whoa! Oh no! Oh no! Well, if I can't find this, we're screwed. That's gone flying. Hold on, folks. I will be back. I have found it. It's more money and more holidays. Well, this is good. I will work for a property management company that is part of the wider company. Okay. All I'm saying is that's the business ethic of prioritizing virtuous aims over actually making money is you know, is good in theory. But unfortunately, your business doesn't really tend to survive. So you kind of got to prioritize making money, or else there will be no business. But that is not your concern. Your concern is doing the job that you paid for. And obviously, you've been doing property management for the last couple of years now, and you seem to be pretty good at it. So you're going to be an asset to them. We've got the next foot on. They take on work that sometimes charities can't do anymore. That's good. See, like I said, noble aims and things like that are great, as long as there is an aspect of, you know, profit in it. Because if you're running at a loss, then ultimately you'll just be losing money every month, and then you'll have to shut down. So, however, they do make money. The mother company runs a lot of council gyms. Ah, okay. So it's a company like, oh, what are they called? Who runs the gyms? The local gyms. It's not the council, but a council contract. We get them as well. I know what you're talking about. Yes, I know. Right. Yes, I get what you're saying. Oh yeah. Oh, nothing like a Red Bull. Guess what time it is? It's sticker time. I've not done a particularly bad one yet, actually. I'm quite impressed with myself. It looks okay. It looks okay. I've done another good one. And on it goes. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, that's right. I think it's fair to say they don't do things like raise bills whilst giving their stakeholders bonuses. Well, yeah, that's fine. Like I said, Thames Water, I'm looking at you. Oh, bloody hell. Bloody Thames Water. Oh, they're. Well, it's not just Thames Water, is it? Let's face it. The pharmaceutical companies do it, the water companies do it, the banks do it. They're all at it. They're all profiteering and bonusing. The energy companies are doing it. They're profiteering. They're making record profits. They're getting record bonuses for the executives, and yet you and me are paying record bills. We are being stiffed. Each and every one of us is being stiffed, and the stiffing is so that their bonuses can be afforded. It's what it's for. All you have to do is look at the prices at the petrol pump to know that the cost of energy is nowhere near as high at wholesale as they're saying it is right now. I mean, the price of unleaded is currently 132 a litre, which is, you know, relatively high. But it's not that high. It was over £1.60 a couple of years back. Um, Wholesale energy has come right down at cost in recent years. Give myself a gold star. What, for making the foot? Or for calling out the profiteering of these absolute bastards? Or both. Here we go. Leg number 2. Aha, he's got 2 legs now. He's got 2 legs and he stands. What on earth? I was wondering what's going on there. That is meant to be a bit further up, I think. And it is on that side as well. I'm just looking at things. No, their CEO lives in my current build. Oh, their CEO lives what? In the current building that you're looking after. I think maybe a leaving present is in order. I mean, no. No, don't do anything like that. No. His wife is a grade A knob. Tell us how you really feel, Lisa. Tell us how you really feel. My husband's the CEO of Thames Water, don't you know? Don't you know? He's just had a £2 million bonus, don't you know? Do I do the arms? I'm looking at the time. We've been on for an hour and 50 minutes. We've had 222 views. I kind of want to get it finished though, because it is just this. I'm gonna save it for a short stream tomorrow evening after bowling. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll get it done then. Or get her done. Armless, he looks like he's part of our crew. That is very true, Lisa. Never a truer word hath been spoken. And look, there he is. Standing armless. And you can see him. He's armless. I've shrunk down in my chair again. This happened throughout the course of a stream. I shrink down in my chair because the hydraulics are screwed. And now I have to lift my mic back up in order to... But yeah, you're right, Lisa. Armless, he does look like part of our crew. He does. There he is. Standing strong. He looks pretty cool, to be fair. I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy with my progress. I thought there would be a lot more Technic pieces than there are. Technic being like the rods and snap together rather than just push together bricks. I think in this pack there's going to be quite a few. Looking at them, there's going to be quite a few. We've got like these cog pieces and stuff like that. But anywho, I'm going to leave you in just a minute with Big Papa Klaus's Let's Not Vote, because you need a bit of music on your way out, I reckon. So there you go. I will save my arm strength for tomorrow, Lisa. Thank you for popping along and joining me this evening whilst I've been trying to build this set.
No winners, no losers, no choice they gloat. Let's not vote. Labour struck base, lazily rolling towards the end of their uninspiring race.
Yep.
Somehow prevailing, democracy derailing.
Thank you, Julie. If you haven't left a like on the stream, please do on your way out. I would appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do on your way out.
Democracy derailing.
And we will see you tomorrow around 6-ish.
To improve voting turnout to a nation suffering political burnout. The illusion of democracy, perpetuated by the controlling autocracy. No winners, no losers, no choice, they gloat. Let's not vote. Greens with ideas so extreme, it will turn us into.
Why do you use the Papa Klaus music then? Because it's royalty free.
Nothing but a madcap scheme. No winners, no losers, no choice, they gloat. Let's not vote. Lib Dems doing crazy things, trying to grab strategic wins, hoping to perilously advance their middle-class diplomatic stance. No
Good night,
winners,
Dread
no
Eye.
losers,
Back to
no
your
choice, they
chilies.
gloat. Let's not vote.
Good night, Lisa.
Independents appear brave, no party banner to wave, no partisan bands, yet they persist navigating shifting quicksands. No winners, no losers, no choice, they gloat. Let's not vote. No mention of GB workers, just a bunch of disruptive opportunists.
There's the Nightmare Before Christmas set, which we still need to finish.
Delaware, pussycat, socialist, berserker. No winners, no losers, no choice, they gloat. Let's not vote. Nationalism promoting jingoist parties with democratic unionists, smarties, sneakily dividing us all while we watch crumbling democracy fall. No winners, no losers, no choice, they
Right.
gloat. Let's not vote.
I'm off now. Good night. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for chatting tonight. And we'll see you all